Once upon a time, in a peaceful kingdom, Cinderella lived happily in a beautiful castle. She had many friends, a loving husband, and a tiny mouse named Gus, who went everywhere with her. One sunny morning, the queen invited Cinderella to the royal garden for a grand tea party. She gave Cinderella a special necklace as a token of their friendship, a sparkling necklace with a pendant shaped like a star. "Oh, it's beautiful!" Cinderella exclaimed, her eyes sparkling as she put it on. "Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll treasure it forever." The queen smiled, pleased to see how much Cinderella loved the gift. "I know it will bring you joy," she said. As the party went on, Cinderella enjoyed chatting with her friends and sipping tea, but she kept checking her necklace to make sure it was still there. She didn't want anything to happen to it. Later that day, after everyone had left, Cinderella decided to take a stroll through the garden with her little friend, Gus, trotting beside her. As she walked, Cinderella noticed the flowers, the butterflies, and the gentle hum of the bees. She was so caught up in the beauty of the garden that she forgot to keep checking her necklace. After a while, Cinderella decided to head back to the castle. But just as she reached up to touch her necklace, she realized it was gone. She gasped and looked around frantically, but the sparkling necklace was nowhere to be found. "Oh no, Gus!" she cried. "The queen's necklace is missing. I can't find it anywhere." Gus squeaked, trying to comfort her, but Cinderella was filled with worry. "What if the queen thinks I was careless?" she murmured. She decided to retrace her steps through the garden, hoping she might spot the necklace somewhere in the grass or among the flowers. As the sun began to set, Cinderella searched high and low, even asking the birds and squirrels if they had seen her lost treasure. But there was no sign of the necklace. She returned to the castle feeling defeated and anxious. The next morning, as she prepared to meet the queen, Cinderella's heart pounded with worry. "What should I do, Gus? If I tell the queen I lost her gift, she might be very disappointed in me." She thought about keeping quiet, but her heart felt heavy. Gus squeaked, nudging her hand as if to say, "Tell the truth." Cinderella took a deep breath and whispered, "You're right, Gus. I have to be honest." So, with a determined heart, Cinderella walked to the queen's room. When the queen saw Cinderella, she smiled warmly. "Good morning, Cinderella. How did you enjoy the necklace yesterday?" Cinderella's cheeks turned pink, and she looked down. "Your Majesty," she began nervously, I have something to tell you. I lost the necklace. I'm so sorry. I looked everywhere for it, but I couldn't find it." The queen's eyes widened, but instead of looking upset, she smiled kindly. "Cinderella, thank you for telling me the truth," she said. "I know you didn't mean to lose it." Cinderella was relieved, though she still felt sad about the lost gift. "I really loved it," she said, "and I wanted to keep it safe." The queen gently placed her hand on Cinderella's shoulder. "What matters most is that you were honest," she said. "When we tell the truth, even when it's hard, it shows our true character." Just then, a small voice chirped from the window. A bluebird flitted in, holding something shiny in its beak. Cinderella gasped as the bird dropped the sparkling necklace into her hands. "Oh, thank you!" Cinderella cried with joy, and the little bird chirped happily before flying back out the window. Cinderella's heart felt light again as she looked at the queen. "I'll be more careful from now on. Thank you for understanding." The queen nodded. "And thank you for your honesty, Cinderella. That's a gift more precious than any necklace." And from that day on, Cinderella wore the necklace as a reminder of the lesson she had learned. Honesty is always the best policy, even when it's hard. And she promised herself to always be truthful, no matter what.